Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday. We did
Friday
our
for
last
all you
podcast last Saturday, didn't
Americans.
we?
I thought we did on Sunday.
Oh, okay. Well, we're still doing pretty well. We're within a week now.
It's a weekend. It's a weekly thing. It's we're just that good.
We are that good and passionate and all of the things about it. Anyway, hello, everybody. Welcome to our podcast. Whether you're watching this live or whether you're watching this video on demand, we welcome you to our channel.
Hello.
Full of
Humans.
nerdy things and Final Fantasy things.
It's very exciting.
So exciting. How are you, Nick?
Words cannot describe my enjoyment at this current. I'm fine.
I'm fine. I'm okay. Life's fine.
Everything's fine. No, I'm fine. Everything's good.
That's good. I see you're still in your Shinra.
Yes, the weather hasn't changed. I'm concerned about the crops and so on. And there's a disclaimer at the bottom of that picture there, but we'll
just set yourself in front of it.
That's fine. This is attractive, right? Yep. Okay.
Oh dear. So we've got some cool Final Fantasy news.
We do. After, I guess, was State of Play was the last time they actually kind of showed us anything.
Yes, and that was in June.
And that was okay. Again, they've been very cloak and dagger with this release. They haven't really been super. I mean, I've seen they're obviously putting out little graphics of characters and stuff, but it's kind of, I feel like this game will be quite information intensive, so a lot of it's just like ooh. So I feel like we do need to definitely see the video side of things and then actually get a handle on what we're looking at.
I think the thing when that State of Play happened in June, I very vividly remember watching it live. Thank you, Sony gods, for obviously giving us State of Play. We would be so lost without it. But when that happened, there was so much talk about it being the second part of the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Yeah.
And so
everyone forgot. No one cared.
Exactly. When it came out and when they threw this Final Fantasy 16 announcement at us, it was almost like a disappointment. Well, it was a disappointment. I felt disappointed and I was like, that's not what I wanted to see. I'm not mad necessarily, but that isn't what I wanted to see. So Final Fantasy 16 at that time didn't get the glory that it probably should.
Yeah, no, I think that's very true. No one gave it to. Give me the second Final Fantasy 7. Oh, 16's also here. I don't really care. Yeah.
We don't care about it. But now
we're craving more things. Give us more things.
We've gotten over it. We've gotten over our saltiness. We got our announcement for Rebirth, and now we're ready to accept some Final Fantasy 16 data. I admit I've ignored a lot of it, but now we have a trailer to watch.
Something. A 4.5-minute trailer, which is quite a lot considering, so.
That is a lot. And also, in case anyone's wondering, Nick or I haven't even watched it yet. So
because I was busy.
I actually got robbed, everyone. So technically, that is being busy. Although I didn't really do anything but buy pizza for the policeman, who politely declined because he was working.
Hold up, you bought pizza for the man.
Well, no, because I've never been in this situation before, so I was just sitting there. I'm like, well, it's like 7:30. Everyone's kind of hungry. Haven't eaten anything. The police is still here. Do we offer him pizza? Does he want? I don't know. But he was working, and he's like, nah, I'm good. So.
More for you?
No one ate anything. Everyone was too stressed, so we just kind of I had a couple pieces, and then everyone went to sleep. So,
and you got some of your possessions back.
Yeah. So we assumed that the thief kind of came in and took my mum and my sister's PlayStation, all her games, or both their games, and all their jewelry. We found all the PlayStations and games just hidden under our barbecue. We assumed that they were trying to come back at some point to kind of reclaim them and stuff. So got all that stuff back. I signed my mother up to PlayStation Plus, so all our save data is backed up. So everyone's sweet in the future if this happens again. But
that doesn't mean if you're listening, Mr. Assailant,
doesn't mean you need to,
doesn't mean you need to come back. Well, actually,
come back.
Please do, because like I've got some stuff here I'd love to show you. So yeah, that's pretty good. Albeit the jewelry is kind of really sister and mum don't really know what they had, a lot of it. You kind of just collect it. You don't really keep inventory of stuff like that. And so yeah, going to the police saying we think it's some of these things, and I guess we'll just see from that, because we don't really know. But a better outcome than what it could have been.
That's very true. I guess it's important to, although it doesn't invalidate how you feel or what happened, it is sometimes important to kind of look at that silver lining. Like, it definitely could have been worse.
Oh yeah. They could have set fire to the house. They could have done horrible things to our pets. They could have gone into other rooms, and I have lots of valuable crap in here. They could have destroyed it or taken it, and we wouldn't even be talking today. So it's very fortunate, and
yeah. Well, I'm definitely grateful that everyone's okay, and but definitely not something you fucking need, and not something anyone needs to go through. So that's
I can like tick it off my list now, but it's not really something I need to.
Done that. Don't need to do that again.
I don't need to do it again.
Yeah, no, that's finished. Let's finish that chapter, guy. Bye, gone.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh dear. Okay, well, shall we jump into this trailer then?
I would love to, because what do you know about Final Fantasy 16?
Not much.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because I know from my basic understanding, it's very like Final Fantasy 12. I think it's very like what's it called? Very like royal family kind of kings and queens, and kind of very political, and there's revenge, and I think it's very a character-driven story. I know that I think you'll be playing one character. From my understanding, your party members, quotes, are like incarnations or are like summons in human form. They come and help you for a period of time.
Right.
So I think I saw a graphic. It was like a Scion or some funny word of Bahamut or of Ifrit. So they come and they help you do it in a certain section, and then they leave. But you play the main character, but your party is just rotating summons that come in human form, which is a cool idea. But by that,
a cool idea.
I don't really know much else.
I mean, yeah, the only information that I really know about it, and I wouldn't really call it information, I would just say, I've obviously watched the State of Play trailer, and I've watched some, things here and there. Like, I'm a kind of person that if something's coming out, I actually try and ignore a lot of the hype and the trailers and that kind of thing, because I want to have like a real, genuine, like raw experience when I do play it. However, I'm finding that like in my later years in terms of gaming, I am actually enjoying finding out a bit more about the game before it comes out.
Yeah.
And like knowing that this one is going to be like, I would call this almost like a Game of Thronesy type of style. I think that's very much kind of how it is, very kind of throwing back to kind of the early Final Fantasies, when you could say 1, 2, 3, and 4 all kind of had that sort of king, queen, princesses sort of stuff, and then they had 5 and 6, and 7, which were more kind of steampunky. 5 was kind of a mix of both, and you had 8, which was that, and then 9 kind of went back to the kings and queens. So they've always kind of had it, and I think they're just obviously with the success of 7 kind of coming back out, and they had 15, which was such a huge thing, similar sort of technological places. They're going back to the sort of like swords and magic type thing, which is cool. So I'm excited to see a bit more of it, and yeah, I'm definitely excited to like I'll play it for sure, no matter what it is.
Absolutely.
But all right, okay, are you ready?
Okay. Yes.
Oh shit. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Play. Full screen. Thank you.
Oh no. May contain. Oh, it's a book. I hate books.
Uh-oh. Volume. Let's go back to the start. Sorry, the volume was down. Oh, okay. That looks like, oh yeah, looks like The Witcher.
It has been 100 years since the fall of our forebears.
Okay.
And fellas here.
It looks like Final Fantasy X.
Shit. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
He's got that weird thing on his face.
I like that.
It's kind of cool. Oh yeah. Cool.
Darkness spreads and day gives way to twilight. The mother's flame now.
Crystals work their magic through us. Joshua.
Who shall claim their fate? Duchy of Rosaria, bastion of tradition.
At the very least, we must secure Drake's breath.
Power stance in the throne.
Oh, that's nice.
It looks really pretty.
That's fucking nice.
It's like standard at this point.
City in
See how it.
all shall bow before them.
King Republic, whose fortunes shift with the desert
Cool.
lands.
Wow.
And waterfowl lives war without any thought as to what chaos it might reap.
The Iron Kingdom.
That's an introduction to all
That's
families, I
nice.
guess.
Their souls were sullied with
I like that dude's hat.
merely
No, I really like that hat.
Or the kingdom of Wahoo, indomitable in its isolation.
swallows more of the realm.
What's going on here?
They're naked.
Hey!
Oh my god, they were naked.
Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Oof. Nice armor. Oh, look at him throwing that sword around.
Imperial army.
Oh.
Holy shit. Oh my god.
Oh, okay. So going a bit more of a, obviously, yeah, very much a darker tone than
Is that Virgil?
everywhere I go, I see his face.
Holy
Is that
shit.
Ifrit?
Look
That's
at him.
Ifrit. Yeah, that's Ifrit. That's pretty dope. He looks all devilish. Oh, yeah.
Fucking hell.
Okay. So it's like a summon and
I
human
see.
sort of co-op fusion situation.
To die in our bodies as spirit.
You're okay. Lots of screaming in this game.
Ooh.
Oh, cool. Wonder if you. Okay. Wow.
Obviously, that's Shiva.
Mm.
Gameplay.
That's what we want. Yeah, very well. It'll be very much Devil May Cry 5 combat because it's literally this guy who did Devil May Cry 5 combat. So
This is very Devil May Cry 5-y, to be honest. It actually looks it.
well, I think they kind of captured that in Final Fantasy 15 with like summons enormous you tiny human, and I think they're kind of going to carry that along, which is good because that kind of. Oh, that's a cool sword.
Holy shit!
The crown escapes. A reckoning is upon you. A wound.
It's a Sephiroth. Okay, that's it.
Bruh.
Was that 4 minutes? That really
Yes!
went quite fast. That really went quite fast. Okay.
What the fuck was that?
Summer 2023 would be January, February, March for us, Southern Hemis.
I get so confused about this. Like, we're getting Rebirth in winter 2023, which is
Which
January?
is January 2023. Wait. Well, then they're coming out at the same time then.
Well, this one.
Winter 2023 it would be summer for us. That said winter of 2023 as well, so it's still summer for us. So we're getting Rebirth and 16 in at the same time.
Well, that one said summer. So this one said summer and
Oh,
Rebirth.
so it'd be winter for us. So it would be around this time.
Yeah.
A few months. Yeah. Okay. Middle of the year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we've got Crisis Core. Then we have a few months to beat that before we get the other game, and
We've got a few months to platinum that
before we get the other one. They're really like the next year and a half. You've got 4 months roughly each, maybe, to beat each game.
I'm fine with this.
That's fine. No, I don't have any issues with that. That's fine.
Oh my god. Okay, so good release date. We're happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I'm actually like, that was so actually good. I'm so surprised at how fucking good that was. The landscape, the infrastructure.
Yeah, no, it's really, they've really kind of like it's I think they've always been good at that, but then it's just like they've just like, yeah, we're just gonna chuck it up another bajillion notch.
Yeah, we're just gonna turn it up fucking 10.
Yeah, because that's what they needed, you know.
The like, I really feel like obviously in Final Fantasy 15 they had a lot of like real world looking buildings because it was supposed to be real world game, and then they pulled back on that, and then but it still looks pretty real world with the car and all that. I feel like that was very similar, so that they obviously liked that, and I kind of liked it too, because it did feel like still Final Fantasy, but a bit of a different game. And that that one scene where they had that kind of, the city and the building and that kind of like crystal, big giant crystal behind it, that is like the new age of Final Fantasy in one setting, I find. I'm feeling.
Yeah, no, because all those structures you saw, they don't look like fiction. They looked like actual castles. They looked like real things. They didn't look like so ridiculously like fantasy that they didn't even look real anymore. Like they looked like real places,
Yeah.
And obviously all this crystal just in the background. So it's very interesting. It's a very cool little way they've decided to kind of mix them all together.
Yeah, and I mean they've always had infrastructure, and like you said, Final Fantasy VII and that all quite steampunky, but I just feel like it's becoming quite real world. There was one scene just there where it looked like the Taj Mahal.
Yeah, it looked like very much like a sort of like a Middle Eastern sort of city type deal. It was very interesting. I wonder where you're going to be able to go. Like, you have to ask, like, will it be an open world sort of thing, or will it be like a level sort of game, or will it be like semi-open world? Will there be areas you can go into? So, it's I'm assuming they're showing these locations for specific reasons. So
yeah, they'll obviously be very relevant. Ifrit though, holy shit,
it's really cool.
I've never seen him look so cool.
Well, this is the thing now, is that I think that it's in the last few games, but even with the remake, they're kind of very much pushing, like, I guess, the importance of like the summons and stuff, and how how kind of that has become like a I guess like a sort of cornerstone of the storytelling that they're using. So it's very cool how they're going to use that, and do the summons in this game control the humans, or can they lend power to the humans, or is there some sort of, because obviously something happened there and there's like some sort of fusion-y type deal happening on the screen. I'm not really sure what I saw, to be honest.
There was a lot.
I'm just like, there's a lot of things. There's wings flying out, and there's fire, and I'm all for all of this. So like, it looks great.
Yeah, and Shiva as well, and his sword. What the fuck was that?
Yeah, that was a weird like tendril claw thing. Like I don't know.
It looked
weird.
It looked like it was like a purely like a magic sword, like a sword forged from an element.
Yeah, it looked all, didn't look solid. It looked all liquidy and kind of weird. And yeah, it's interesting to see what they'll kind of do with this, because at the same time, like, they've given us like a whole bunch of new stuff, but like we have no idea what they're doing. Like, it's just like, this is a good trailer. We don't know what they're doing, but they've shown us a whole bunch of cool stuff that we can go,
The gameplay as well, that actually looked so good. That looked so smooth. And all of the HP bars and everything looked actually really good. Like, we're used to them being down, below.
Yeah, to one side.
Up high. And traditionally in combat games, they are at the top of the screen. So maybe the combat in this may be a little bit different, like you said, because obviously there's that Devil May Cry crossover. What is it? The same people who made the Devil May Cry?
Yeah, the guy who did I think the guy who did the battle design for Devil May Cry. Or there's quite a few people who worked on Devil May Cry maybe that are also working on this one. But yeah, the main battle design I think has been obviously a lot of elements have been taken from Devil May Cry 5, which is cool.
That is super cool. Like that guy in the hood. I don't know who the fuck that was, but that was 100% a Virgil scene. A Virgil coming to take Dante's fucking Yamamoto back. Yamamoto. You're
telling the story, lady.
Yamato. I think Yamamoto is the head captain in Bleach, and then there's Yamato, which is the sword.
Too many names going around.
It's like, oh my god, am I Japanese at this point? Shit.
It's yeah. I wonder if they're going to release more gameplay sort of stuff at any time, because they haven't really shown a lot. I feel like people are considering how I think I tagged you in a Gotham Knights sort of how they've announced that their combat will be 30 frames per second. So I think people are obviously very much, going to the thing like it has to have good gameplay and it has to have a good story. And I think just to meander, I think a lot of people that I've seen have said that Gotham Knights' whole game, regardless of the decent story, is let down by how terrible the gameplay is because of that limitation. So I think that gameplay looks smooth as anything, and that's going to be really good on those fancy high-end consoles.
Yeah, and like I feel, I don't know, me personally, I have a bit of a different feeling with what I need from this Final Fantasy 16. I think I need it because like I trust their combat at this point, if I'm honest. I trust their combat system from, like, okay, 13 was boring as fuck. But all of the other ones, because it was literally just auto battle. But like everything else I've found to be really good. And so in the last two that we've had, 15 and remake, have been good. Although I think 14 came in between that, but I've never played that, granted. Either way, I feel I trust their battle system enough to really only need great story.
Yeah,
I know what they're capable of, and they haven't given it to us for quite a long time. Although we are getting fed now, kind of with the let's put the remake out of this in terms of story, right? Because that's like they did that in 1997. And it's just kind of being regurgitated.
Yeah.
But that's, to me, that's what I need. I need a good story from this game for it to quench my thirst when it comes to gaming. From what I just saw, I feel like it's going to give us that. There looked like there was death, like there was a child there.
It looks very much, I feel like there's going to be a lot of time jumping from past and present sort of thing to explain things. It looks a lot darker. Like there was nudity, which is never
there was nudity.
Never ever in any sort of Final Fantasy. There's ever, I mean, you can argue there's like probably like some pixel in like one of the other games that was supposed to be like a nudie girl or something. Like I don't think that they've never. It looks like a much darker story.
Yes.
Because I think. And they're obviously taking their time with developing it. I think they released a statement I saw saying, we're in later stages of development, we're sorting out bugs and stuff and all this sort of thing. Like, that sounds great. That's good. Take all your time. Do that as much as you want.
I'm really excited for this after seeing that trailer. I said, when I watched State of Play, not only was I disappointed because I didn't want to see that particular announcement, but I was like, this doesn't look very Final Fantasy to me. It looks Game of Thronesy. I love Game of Thrones. Don't get me wrong, I'm not against that, but that isn't what I wanted from Final Fantasy. However, I have, I would say changed my mind, like just right here in this podcast. I am really fucking excited for this, and I will take time out of my schedule to be playing this game.
It's going to be very interesting to see what they kind of do just with, are they going to go down the extra DLC path, or are they going to just leave it as one game? Or, I think, I think most games these days will have some sort of extra that you can do. It's just a matter of how they will apply that and stuff. And I'm sure we'll get more information as the months go by with sort of what. Oh yeah.
You tired, boy?
I'm just tired already. So with what sort of extra stuff they'll have, maybe it'll be extra things, and then when we see those things, then we can go, then that's actually a thing we can change in the game. So it'll be interesting to see what that sort of stuff has.
Yeah, I hope that it's not a case of, look at your cup. That is super cool. What does it say?
All right, everyone, let's mosey. And underneath it, it's got a Final Fantasy 6 quote saying, Kefka saying, "There's sand in my boots." You can't really tell because there you go. There's sand in my boots.
That's so cool.
And then
yeah, I mean, I hope that there's not an exorbitant amount of fucking DLC, because
yeah, I hope so.
Like some, sure.
Yeah, I think some is, it's always good. It would be dependent on, if it's a sort of one character only, and then you have all these guest characters. Maybe there's sorry everyone, just so tired of just everything. Maybe there's some sort of bonus sort of summon related content. Maybe there's like extra summon characters you could get as like challenges. They might have they might be, because obviously it'll be very summon oriented. Maybe they'll bring back summons from past games that have only been utilized like a couple of times. So you can assume that, like, obviously the favorites, Ifrit, Shiva, Bahamut, will probably be there. I saw a lightning one, so you can assume there'd be some level of Rama or on something, but you got maybe Earth as well, so probably like Titan, all the elements, knocked all those ones out. And then you've got all the loose ones that are just floating around the place that haven't really been utilized too much. So it'll be cool to see what, how the party system will work, and if you can switch between them, or like how do you level them, sort of things like that. Like, do they fight with you alongside you, or do they just give you abilities? Is it just you fighting with stuff they've given you, or what's the deal? So that'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing how that works.
It would be super cool if, like, how you said in the beginning, like they're generally, it sounds like they're going to be like NPCs, let's call them that. And you are the main character, right? Like essentially in any
his
other.
name's Clive.
Is it?
Yeah, his name's Clive.
Clive.
Yeah, I mean,
Clive.
Like,
I'm not mad about that name in general, but
it doesn't really scream Final Fantasy. It's like, hello, this is Final Fantasy 17, and then the next main character. It's just like, okay, I mean, like, that is a name. Yes, you have chosen the name, but also, like, what? Name him after another weather formation, so we've got the whole chain going. Like,
yes.
I mean, okay, sure. It's like there's a lot of other. I'm just gonna look up the Final Fantasy 16 page, because there's a lot of other random names on that make you go, well, why did they choose Clive for the main character when all these ones have cool names?
Well, I mean, maybe he is such a main character and potentially like an OP type dude, right? That they wanted his personality to shine rather than all of his extra things. Like, okay, let's face it, if we're talking about someone like Noctis or Cloud or something like that, their names are really kind of cool. They do hit you. Like Noctis, that's a cool fucking name. If he had a name like David, he would not be as cool. Again, no beef on the names, but we're talking about game characters here, right? So if he had a relatively basic name, it wouldn't make him as cool. So maybe this character Clive is so fucking cool that they couldn't name him anything extra, because it's like, come on, we can't overcool him.
Yeah, that's true. I went on the Final Fantasy 16 Facebook page and looked at the trailer, and then stupidly looked into the comments, which is full of just very reasonable people expressing their opinions in a
Always.
nice way. A lot of it was, this isn't a Final Fantasy. It's not turn-based anymore. It doesn't have a party. It's not Final Fantasy. I'm never buying Final Fantasy ever again. This is terrible. I had bad things happen to developers type thing. Which, on one hand, sure, I like turn-based too. If you like them, play them again. On the other hand, accept that those games don't sell as well as action games, and they're doing this to actually, like, it's a business. It's not something that they're doing just to, like, we're getting something level of turn-based. We're getting the remake. We're getting Crisis Core.
Yeah.
What more do you actually like want specifically?
They can't please everyone, and they do try. And
Yeah.
you know, as we've said, and just this sit down here is we're getting 3 Final Fantasies, you know, fucking full HD situations. So we really should be happy with what we get. I saw something, I was watching, I was looking through Facebook today, and someone commented in a group, like a Dragon Ball group, about the superhero movie with not much Vegeta and Goku in it. And they had an issue with it. And someone goes, can you just fucking be happy that we got a movie? I also see people being upset about like the new Bleach episodes that have come out over the last couple of weeks. We've waited, 13 odd years for Bleach to be remade or come out again, like, to continue. And people are fucking complaining about it because the colors are different. And people are like, dude, can you just be happy that we've got Bleach in front of us now in 2022? Like, we were never going to get this back, and now we're getting it back. Just be happy. And it's the same with this game. Like, they're feeding us, man. We are getting fucking fed. We should be grateful to the Square gods.
Yeah,
I know I am.
I had a look, and the Facebook page has a lot more of the combat on it, which people, obviously, it does look very Devil May Cry, and all of that's like, oh, I don't like Devil May Cry combat. It's not turn based. I'm gonna be sad.
Play something else then.
But I did see Bahamut and Odin and Shiva and Titan on the screens, and I saw Bahamut fighting Odin, which is sick.
Holy shit!
And I'm pretty sure I saw that before, but have forgotten it. But that literally is all I need to play the game ever, because that's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Holy fuck! What the fuck?
No, that's all right. We'll send this over here.
Should I put this up on the screen?
Yeah, I'm gonna send you.
Send it on Facebook, and then I'll open it. I'll open the link.
Right, there you go.
Please, sir. Please, sir. Please, sir.
But yeah, there's a whole bunch of the combat is very dynamic looking, and it's one of those things. Phoenix. Oh, they've got a list: Phoenix, Titan, Garuda, Rama, Shiva, Odin, Bahamut, Ifrit. Is that all?
Oh my God.
Phoenix. Yeah, okay, that's all. So that's all of the ones at, I guess, the start of the game. But I am like almost 99% sure that they'll have extra ones around. They'll have hidden ones, they'll have secret ones, they'll have dungeons you have to go through that will break your fingers to get extras, but they'll have them on there. So that is an exciting thing to look forward to.
Okay, I'm gonna do a screen share in just a moment. It's only 5 seconds of
That's all you get. That's all you get.
It's only 5 seconds, but we need to see
5 seconds of joy.
And this video has no sound.
It has no sound. You get such small amount of anything.
Let's have a look. Oh my goody. Oh my god!
Look how cool it is. Why would you not want to play that game specifically because of that scene?
There's an army down below.
Yeah.
As well. So this is a war. So
I wonder if that would make way more sense. Maybe each family has control of a particular summon, and it's like, and then,
oh my god.
But then it makes the question, like, why are the summons then working with your main character? Maybe there's some sort of, I don't know.
We need to
have so many questions.
I have so many fucking questions.
Oh, there's a character sheet down there. There you go. Clive and Joshua.
Dion?
Oh, he's the Bahamut incarnate, I guess.
Dominant of the Bahamut. Right.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Mm.
Oh my god, this is so good. It's fucking stressful. Look at this fucking art,
Oh, it looks really cool. Like,
dude.
Because I was like, yeah. I was like, but then you look at it, you're like, well, this is cool. Like, what are you?
And that's Phoenix and Ifrit going at it,
Yep.
having a go.
Mhm.
And he, oh hello, hello, love. Oh my goodness, he looked cool as well. That old guy, he looks like he'd be a bit of a hard dude. And this is old Clive with the face tat. I reckon this could be, they could have already covered this, I don't know, but that face tat, I reckon, you know how in 13 all of the
got some sort of mark on him.
Yeah, I reckon that's going to be relative to their summon, or what do they call it in this? Icon.
I assume that's how you say it. I don't know.
Yeah, that.
I assume it's icon.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's so exciting. Should we watch the Tekken 8 trailer while I've got a screen share?
Sure. Let's watch that.
Okay. We have both seen this.
We have both seen this
many fucking times.
I think no. Let's make this clear. I've seen it maybe twice. You've seen it many times.
I've seen it.
Let's some level of transparency in the we're all friends here. You can say you're obsessed with a certain machine. That's okay.
I am, 100%. Like,
there he is.
Yeah, look at the guy. Look at this. Oh, I love watching Max react to things. He's actually got a Final Fantasy 16 react that he put out 4 hours ago. But like, so when we got this teaser at Evo, where it
was very little anything.
It was fuck all of anything.
It was nothing.
It was literally.
It was just him, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh yeah, chucking the thing off. Yeah, that was good. Wow, those graphics are hard to look at.
I know. They're painful. I can't
with the
even
face that he makes afterwards. His stupid slow rotating head. Look at
smile, Kazuya's smile. Oh, but then we get this.
That's much better. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, the devil eye and everything.
If you don't like me at my best, don't handle me at my Tekken 8. It's just like, oh jeez. I like how the bar's halfway through. Like, yes, I've already watched some of this.
I would have stopped because I was so stressed. Like, this trailer is so good. It stresses me the fuck out in like the best kind of way. Oh my god,
very exciting.
Oh, Unreal Engine.
We'll have to do a stream where we play Tekken 8.
Yes.
And then we just in awe sitting there watching things.
I don't know if I'll be able to play. I'll be frozen. Okay, hang on. Let me just go back. I'm sorry, but look at the rain. I just want
it looks really good.
Everyone watching, please look at the rain on this.
Yeah, I think everyone kind of forgets that like it's a fighting game, but also like this looks really good. Like it doesn't look like just garbage, like they've obviously put a lot of effort into this particular scene.
I just, there's tornadoes in the fucking background. Like the rain on Kazuya's face. The graphics in this are fucking phenomenal. And like clearly this is like, the end game now. If the graphics are like this in fight, I'm gonna die. I
feel like it's likely to be fairly close to this, to be honest. Like this doesn't seem too far of a jump, and this looks like gameplay. So like I don't see why not.
These as well are like obviously like real Tekken moves. Like the The combo Kazuya is about to do, by the way, when he stands up here, Devil Eye, super fucking angry, boom, counter hit, to Jin, launch, kick, like.
Yeah, I know, you've done it to me several times.
I have.
I have.
How fucking good, though, is it that they are putting real movements that we can do in the game into this trailer?
Yeah, I think that was one of my favorite things about it, is that like, oh, this is like very familiar, scary.
They knew we'd react like over the top. Okay, I need to talk about this. What's happening here?
I
Because
like Jin's little armbandy things. Did you see that? He's got little flowy armbandies. You see, he's on his arm. He's got the little ribbons. That's kind of nice.
He's covering his devil gene tat. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's like they wanted to upgrade the clothes, but like not too much. They just gave him some strapping on his arms. It's like that's enough. That's all he needs. You know?
That'll do.
He's got enough problems. Everyone knows Everyone knows they're gonna stick like a panda head and a fishing pole on his back anyway. So like, what's the point?
Oh my god. Yeah, like we're gonna get out of control with the fucking
Oh yeah.
you know,
It's
with the
the best part of it. Oh, what was the one that I customized that was disgusting?
Horang.
Oh, he was just wearing these little boxing shorts, and that's all he was wearing, and like a shaved head and a goatee. He looked
ridiculous.
Yeah, it was so.
But man, did it work quite well. Like he was like just.
It had shock value for.
It had shock value. It was great.
Christ. Okay, but at the end of that, right, Jin went full one-winged angel.
Yes.
Grabbed one of his own feathers, crushed it in his hand.
Symbolism happening here.
I can't even. Okay, why the fuck has Jin only got one wing? That's what I want to know.
Is he? Do you think he's learning how to control his devil gene properly, so he can like harness it a little bit and become stronger without completely going complete devil gene sort of? Because it seemed like he kind of went there a little bit, because like obviously I think Kazuya was waiting for him to do it, and then he kind of like did it a little bit, but then got rid of it. So I wonder if maybe he's got sort of like he's learned how to kind of keep it under control without being completely insane, which is interesting and scary for everyone else.
Yeah, I because I mean when Jin turns into Devil Jin, he's pretty much like mindless, like he's a psychopath.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah.
And you're right, he did go half, I guess, devil, because he had the markings come up, you know, from his face all the way down, and then the one wing came out, and then the feather got crushed and all of that, and then it was gone. And it doesn't seem to me like in the past it's been able to just come and go.
It just takes over.
It just takes over, and he's in pain when it comes, you know, like we saw in Tekken 4 when he's kind of on the ground and it's, you know, he's heavy breathing and that kind of thing. So
he looked very, very in control.
He didn't
look particular, which is scary for everyone else. It's very scary.
Imagine playing a Jin that had the devil powers, because like the difference between in Tekken 7 playing with Jin and Devil Jin is you either get Mishima style or Kazama style karate. And Devil Jin has more Mishima style karate, which is, you know, what he was raised with and what he learned, whereas, you know, the Kazama style karate, obviously more Jun, his mum. And he obviously abandoned Mishima style because he fucking hates his dad. So, you know, if we could amalgamate both of those in a new Jin, I would be very fucking happy with that.
Well, I mean, Kazuya can control his devil gene a little bit more than Jin anyway. So I wonder if it's just sort of a kind of, once you kind of learn, you can kind of tame it a little bit more, because obviously Kazuya's got a bit of devil moves that he can use. So I wonder if they're just going to be like, get rid of devil Jin and we'll just kind of merge them together, split their abilities, and kind of just Jin will just have both now.
Yeah. I mean, that would be good, because we used to have two characters. We had Devil and Kazuya. We all kind of knew that was Devil Kazuya. And then now we've got just one character that can essentially turn into Devil. We have had that with Jin before. I think, actually. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure we've had that with Jin before. No, maybe we haven't. But that would be fucking cool.
Would be cool.
The main glory of this trailer, aside from the fact that it's you know, Kazuya vs Jin, that's obviously the crown and glory, but
yeah, the big thing.
I think just above that actually is the fucking graphics.
It looked really, really good.
It sent me. It still sends me. I can't deal with it. I'm so glad I've got a PS5. Say that.
They haven't announced a date for it, have they?
No.
Mm.
Just coming
This-
soon.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Bandai
That could
Namco.
mean
Fuck.
anytime. Soon
Like-
is anytime.
We need it. Namco, we fucking need this. In between.
But also in between all the other games that are being released. Thank you very much.
I wonder if they would just be, and it'd be a flex and very out of character for any game company to do this, but be like, here you go, drop.
That would be hilarious. I would really enjoy that.
They've clearly
They
done
would
a lot of
never
development.
do it, but I would laugh.
I would.
It's good that I guess game developers are kind of finally getting out of the sort of lockdowny sort of period, and they're just like, oh, we have all these things we've been doing, and here they are. So now we're kind of like, there's just too much stuff happening at once. So hopefully we can kind of get back to a level of normality of releases now, but it's going to be very hectic, like year and a half of just games every 4 or 5 months.
How are they going to trump this time? Like, this time of game releases has been, in my opinion, relatively unprecedented in terms of, what we're getting with graphics and what we're getting with remakes and what we're getting with, just new things that we've been waiting for a long time. Like Tekken 7, that came out quite a while ago. I think
That was
2017,
2018.
I'm not sure.
It was quite late.
I'm going to look it up.
No, I'm looking it up.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm 2015.
Yeah.
Ages ago.
Yeah. So 7 years.
I was a child.
Oh yeah. I remember waiting
wasn't
for
a child.
it.
That was a joke.
Just
to clarify, I'm an adult.
But still, no, that's such a long time ago. It's almost been 10 years. Like that's a long time. Obviously, Tekken, they did kind of support that game for a while, which I do greatly enjoy, that they kind of actually put a bit of effort in and don't just kind of chuck it out and then be like, yeah, you get a year's support and then see you later. Like it's actually a bit of support. So, the Tekken 8 will come out and you'll have a good game for, you'll have the support for at least 2-3 years maybe of new characters popping up and new things and that. And random collaborations. Let's hope no random
Final Fantasy collaboration, because that'd be weird.
But what was like the Final Fantasy 15 sort of promo and collaboration things of just all the games they decided to chuck Noctis in was one of the most weird but also kind of cool things. Like it was he was in Assassin's Creed, and Assassin's Creed was in Final Fantasy, and he was in Tekken, and everyone hates Noctis now because he was in Tekken. And he was in The Sims. Like you could buy all the guys' clothes in The Sims, and like what did they think? Were they? I don't really understand a lot of reasons for why they did that. But
they really tried to branch out. Final Fantasy 15.
I saw I keep seeing ads on Instagram. They're making another one of those like garbage mobile Final Fantasy 15 games, and I keep getting commercials for it. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, this is just, they've slapped like a Final Fantasy 15 sticker on top of some crap gacha dollar making game, and I'm like, why are they still doing this? It's dead. Just give up. Like, why are you?
Yeah.
And then they're like, the trailer looked like a first person sort of walking down dungeons, and you swipe and the guy swings his sword. I'm like, oh, that looks kind of almost fun. And then just not actual gameplay. And I'm like, well, why are you even doing this? Like, what is the point of this? It's the weirdest thing ever. I don't know why they're continuing doing it, but sure, I guess. Like, okay.
I guess if you guys want to, but
yeah, they'd just be like, yeah, pay us, a certain amount of money, and you can just develop games with our characters on them, which is a strange business thing. Because I've always thought that I think Square on a business level, the people in the higher positions kind of I think are very much a bit more in the sort of dollar making sort of, I want the cash side of it, whereas the developers are just like, make a fun game, everyone's happy type thing. And there's obviously a lot of conflict with that, and people are obviously very upset about creative decisions because no turn-based, no this, no that. It's like there has to be a bit of leeway between those two different sides, and they get what they get. It's not as if they're ignoring everyone. They try and make it as much turn-based as possible, and they're trying to do stuff that will get them more business. It's just, if you don't like that,
play the old ones. They're still around.
Very much so. Very much. Like we said, they cannot please like everyone. There is there's
always
gonna
be someone upset.
I think as well, like there's always going to be an aspect of something that you don't like. Like, okay, the Bleach that's just come out, there's definitely aspects of it that I'm not loving. But I appreciate that I've got Bleach back. And so I'm going to just enjoy it.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
If I don't enjoy it, I'm not going to watch it. Or if I've really got that much of a problem with it, I'm not going to watch it. Just like I clearly don't like the appeal or like, what Final Fantasy 14 is looking like. So
yeah, exactly.
Play it.
Yeah.
I don't go complaining about it.
Yeah, no, because one, it doesn't change anything. And two, they're not reading that. They don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you're like, I have $10 million, don't make that game again. They won't listen to you.
No.
So they're just like, yeah, we're doing this. One person's sales won't really affect our overall project. So thanks.
Yeah. We are just
See you
little
later.
guys at the end of the day, although hopefully one day we get to be on the board of directors at Square Enix. But
that would be cool.
We'll just wait for that.
I would waste so much money on such bullshit projects, I swear.
I'd just be forever like, okay, so we need to put Sephiroth in this game, and they'll be like, Rebecca, this is Final Fantasy 20. I'll be like, yeah. You put him in the last 5 games.
Have you considered being unemployed?
Have you considered putting Sephiroth in this game? We need to have a meeting about putting Sephiroth in this game.
We need more Sephiroths per capita on the earth.
We just need more Sephiroth. Period.
There needs to be at least a certain percentage of Sephiroth in each release.
Yes, every game he needs to make an appearance. Just like Noctis did in all of these other games. Why doesn't okay, let's be fair, Sephiroth did get that. He's in Smash Brothers and fucking everything else. It'd be cool if he was in. Okay, I know that this is never going to happen, and it might not actually be that cool. But if he was in Tekken 8,
yeah, I mean, I feel like if Sephiroth was going to be in a game, he'd be in like Soul Calibur. Like that would suit him a lot more.
Yes,
that would be really good. If because that would swords. You can have a little bit of magic. It'd be a pain in the ass to freaking verse, but that would be. I think that would work quite well.
I would really like to see a Sephiroth appearance, and they would never do this, but I'd like to see an appearance in Devil May Cry because him and Virgil are very, very similar, and that would be a cool little rivalry happening. I would enjoy that. You need to go and have a nap.
I'm just yes. No, it's just a lot going on, yes. And like I've also, we have to spend cash on all these games coming out, and it's just like
I know
I'll have to delete games off my PlayStation, like the storage, and there's a lot.
Buy them in disc, and then you can look at it and go, oh, this is my child now.
Yeah, no, I think with releases like that, I think I definitely have to buy them on disc because it's like you get the little book, it's nice.
Yes. I'm waiting for the special edition of the special edition of Crisis Core I think has been announced, but it's only a Japanese version, and I'm
so mad. I swear it was
sold
so
out
cool.
Immediately.
You get the statue, and you get the letters that Aerith wrote to Zack.
Oh my god, I know.
And it's just like only available in Japan. One of the most annoying things that Square does is release merch that is only available in Japan and Europe. It's like, hey, there's other people around, right? And like I would like pay for stuff like that.
I would give you money for this.
Like what's your
Take my
issue?
money.
Yeah, exactly. Racist.
There's got to be a what is it, like a Europe release? There's got to be one. I don't care if it doesn't come with all the things.
Yeah, we'll get like a steel book, and that's what we'll get.
Okay, so I'm waiting for that. before
Yeah, I think that's available. Is it available now? I'm not sure.
I'm interested. I've got it on pre-order, like the normal version and the rebirth. And now I'll be putting 16 on pre-order after watching this trailer.
It's gonna. I mean, yeah, it'll be good. I don't know. It's gonna be so much gaming involved.
Yes.
It's just gonna be a lot. Like again, just very fortunate that we just have, because as someone who played the original Crisis Core, I didn't think they were gonna just make it again. And I was like, oh well, that means.
Can you make other games again? Is that what that means?
I don't know. So it's exciting, and obviously with the successes of 16, hopefully that there'll be more opportunities for that. So.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. We've got a good gaming season coming up for sure. I need to make sure that I finish The Witcher real quick because
you're never going to finish The Witcher entirely. There's always be other things that you can be like, what happened if I do this thing first, and then the whole story changes. So
yeah, I mean, I'm at level 22 now, which I think is pretty good.
It's good.
And I'm not sure what level you'd be at when the game finishes. What level are you at? 40 something, aren't it?
Yes. I don't know. 40 something. Yeah.
Nick is higher level than I am.
Because I played the game a lot longer than you. Yes. Well, maybe not longer, but I played it earlier. How many hours are you on?
80.
I'm on like 170 something.
You're
I'm on 80. I'm on 82 on Cyberpunk. So you almost beaten me there. So
nice. I want to play Cyberpunk as well. I actually started watching the anime with a friend yesterday, and we got 4 episodes in, and it did look pretty lit. Not gonna lie.
It's good. It's good. You have to learn how to shoot things.
I don't want to do any of that. I just want to melee.
Oh yeah, you can do that too. Because my next playthrough would just be only swords and knives, because you could throw knives. So
fuck, that's cool. I like that.
You can throw knives, or you can just get a hammer and just mash people to a fine paste, which is also fun.
I'm pretty keen for that as well.
Yeah.
I find it interesting that they can put a chip in their head and watch fucking pornography. That's something I find quite
Yeah. No, because everyone's got the little slot, so they can just straight in. It's handy.
Why don't we have this?
Who's to say we're not going to get that at some point?
I need it now. Just saying. I'm
sick
of doing the search.
Sitting there, you're just like, nice. Just your eyes can't glaze over a little bit.
Bex, are you listening? What? Look, I think she's asleep. We should leave.
Far from it.
Exactly the opposite.
Yeah, no, it's good. I'm excited for you to play Cyberpunk, because I found my my big freaking Cyberpunk encyclopedia with all this information and stuff in it, and I've just been looking through it. I'm like, this is just it's very fun. It's lots of, and there's obviously there's a lot of Witcher references in it as well, so you'll appreciate those. Like you can get the Witcher bike jacket, and I think in one of the starts in one of the offices, there's a magazine that says Witcher 3 was voted Game of the Year, and it's got a series picture on it and stuff. So it's like a little Easter egg and lots of little different bits. Like one of the cars is called Arendite, which is the best sword in Witcher 3, but you'll have to figure out how to get at some point.
Downloaded.
So yeah, it'll be very exciting.
Nice, yeah. No, it's
you'll have to fit that in somewhere in spare time that you've got in the next year and a half.
Yeah, that's the thing, is where's it gonna go?
I mean,
I'll put it in there somewhere, but
it'll still be there. They're releasing the DLC next year. They're releasing a DLC next year. I'm gonna have time to do any of this.
Oh no! Shit! Fucking hell! And then all of a sudden we're gonna get the Tekken 8 drop, and then I'm just gonna have to quit my job, and
I'm just gonna have to take weeks off, and AM will be Final Fantasy and PM will be Tekken and Cyberpunk or something.
It's too much. I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
It's very exciting.
Oh dear. Alrighty. Well, let's wrap it up there, shall we?
Sure. I have no idea how long we've gone for, but sure.
Neither do I. But thanks for watching. If you made it
Mhm.
this far, thank you for watching, and we hope you subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Please
do, because we like
I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, it would be nice. And we'll
lovely.
put this up on the audio mediums later on so that you can listen to it.
Woo!
Awesome. Okay. Well,
Okay.
thanks for the good chats, Nick.
As always.
All right. Have a good nap.
I'll try.
All right. See you. Bye.